Welcome back, and I'm sure now you're really, fired up because now you have your plan of action. You should already be putting it into action, okay? And you're going to see results. And I'm telling you, I remember when I made my first sale, it just charged me up because I really had no experience in anything like this. So the fact that I was actually able to get an order, make some money with it, it just made me understand that, hey, if I could do it once, I could do it 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times. Same thing when you get your new distributors, too. But one of the things that really, really is important, I mean, this is critical, and we had talked about it earlier in the tape, was that everybody in the company, we all have the same product line. It isn't like it's different for men versus women, young versus old. Same opportunity there. Everybody has the same marketing plan, okay? Again, this is not a glass ceiling for women or, if a certain racial group or anything. It's totally open opportunity. The only variable in the business is you, us as individuals. And so that's something you want to work on every day, okay? And so you want to turn to the section called Success Training. And with the Success Training section, we're going to kind of give you some guidance about how to really work on yourself, work on the business, and, because first of all, it's not something where you need to be constantly listening to positive thinking tapes or reading books all day. Hardly, but it doesn't hurt at all to, when you get an opportunity in your car, let's say, with a CD or tape or reading a book in the morning, just to get you going, to get your mind in the right place. One of the first things, though, you want to do every day, check out Touch Phone, okay? So it says, activate and listen 3 times daily. At least, two to 3 times at least, I'd say, where here's a chance to get up in the morning. There often are going to be, in fact, not really every day, there'll be new messages on there from the Success Connection, your sponsor, from Herbalife itself, and I'm telling you, sometimes that's all it'll take. Just hearing somebody else's success story, new idea, kind of get your head straight. Because, once in a while, let's face it, people are going to try to pop your bubble and, you get some negativity around you. And all you need to hear is, somebody else who's in more of a positive frame of mind. They've gotten results here, and it just gets you going, okay?
This is all in the Success Resources section of the manual here. So when you turn to this, you have listed there are so many things. There is so much training available to you here that there is no shortage of training at all for you.
Oh, make sure that's kind of a daily check-off, actually. Then from there, next thing, Success Connection Training Manual, the book, okay? This is something you want to review daily. Not the whole thing, of course, but just different parts. Become more familiar with it because, number one, you want to learn the information. And, again, be patient. All right, to really go through everything and put it into action, we're talking a good, 2, 3, 4 months, okay? But, that's why you want to become more familiar with everything here. But the beauty of it is we both made money in our first week and not knowing, a hundredth of this. But as you do learn the info, go through the checklist, you're just going to go so much faster, okay?
I just want to make a suggestion for you, is that you get some kind of a journal, a place to take notes. We have them available actually through Herbalife. They're hardcover books. And whenever you're watching any of the training audios, CDs, or manuals that John's about to talk about, take notes on each of them. Put a date and a header on it. Take notes because many times you're going to be mentoring, remember. You're going to be going through that duplication process and sponsoring others and teaching and training them. And you've taken good notes. You're going to be referring back to those notes over and over and over again when it's your turn to do the mentoring process with somebody else.
Exactly. Great idea. Okay, next step. This is something really, so many of us have a car time, or maybe you don't have a car. Listen to a Walkman, you're on the bus or whatever, okay? Take that time, instead of listening to talk radio or music stations, and educate yourself, okay? This is one thing I did all the time. So here, you have basic training cassettes and CDs. There's series of them through the company, Success Connection. I would just always have a tape or 2 on hand, retail training, recruiting training, and the more you hear it, I'm telling you, the faster it just becomes ingrained and it becomes second nature then, okay? Also, Jim Rohn. Now, This is an asset that we all have to take advantage that is awesome. Jim Rome has been in personal development and training for 30 plus years. I mean, Jim has literally trained millions and millions of people all over the planet. And the Herbalife company is we're so lucky that Jim is actually a vice president with the company now. He almost exclusively works with all of us. And he has Jim in so few words can say what most of us take a book to say. Brilliant, brilliant man. There are audio tapes, CDs, books that he has written. And by the way, he does live seminars too. So it's something where you absolutely want to take advantage of Mr. Rome. Okay, now, then other cassettes too. We will recommend other cassettes to you that will help everything from specifics within Herbalife, Success Connection, to just helping you in more general ways, mentally, organization, etc., etc., etc. Next step, videotapes. And again, we've already seen some of these, the Welcome to Herbalife, we have Personalize Your Program videos, Marketing Plan video, Personal Care videos, there's the other Success Starter videos, etc. One more time, you don't want to sit all day long watching a video, but you do want to become familiar with what is available so you learn from it, and also you learn how to use the tape, because like the PYP we call it, Personalize Your Program. That's that tape that you can actually put in front of somebody. It will sell the product for you, okay? All right, next step, workbooks and manuals. Again, the Success Connection manual. You want to learn how to use this as a reference guide and as a guide. Like when you need an immediate flyer, something happened, the printing didn't come in, the Coroplast sign isn't here. You have access to, in here, different flyers that you can just take to a printer immediately, go to your own copy machine or fax machine, make up your flyers right now, for example. Okay, the Success Connection training videos that we have and books. The other books that we have available, product catalog, right in your International Business Pack. And the Herbalife Career Manual is fantastic, too. A great reference for everything about the product, marketing, etc., etc., etc. Internet support. You definitely want to check out. Even if you're not internet savvy, I'm sure you have a friend who is plugged in, online. You can go to the library, get online. There's cafes now. It is so worth going to check out the Herbalife.com site, the Success Connection Central site. Success Connection Central is like our training center to really help you in every aspect of the business. So when you do that, again, check it off, check it off. So you're going right down the line, because as you learn both the business, side of this and the personal development, your business is really going to accelerate.
A couple of things that I love about the Herbalife.com site is, first of all, as a supervisor, you want to be able to access information about your business online. You can actually go to the Herbalife.com site, log on as a supervisor. You have a PIN code. You put that in. You'll have access to your royalty checks, how much they are, what your volume is every single month, the whole history, all kinds of information about your personal business that you can access online. And the other thing I like is, let's say that you meet somebody and they're from France and they want to know if you can do business in France. You can click the France section of Herbalife.com, go there, find out what products are available. You can find out where meetings are being held in France, all kinds of information. And the Latin market in North America is growing phenomenally. You can even go to the Americas site, click on Spanish, and be able to access all the information in Spanish. So it's a great tool.
And by the way, the information in Spanish besides print, on video and audio also. Right. And they're having more and more tapes on there in other languages, French, Italian, etc., etc. It is a terrific, terrific site. Okay. Attending the next 3 STSs. We talked about the success training seminars, and too many times you hear people sometimes, they say, well, I've been to a training, I don't need to go to another one. Ridiculous, okay? It's like saying, I went to a college class, I went to one math class, one English class, I understand English literature now. No, it's not that difficult, but still, the more you go, the more you're going to learn, because you bring that experience, and then you're able to learn so much more. You're going to develop friendships there. You're going to be able to work with other people, even oftentimes people that are not in your organization you become friendly with. So it's kind of like becomes a big think tank too, okay?
You know what I like to do? I like to challenge myself. I get the STS schedule and look at the meetings all around the continent, and I try and get to have somebody in my organization at every single one of those meetings, and this is a great way to build your business nationally and internationally.
Exactly. Think about it. Maybe you don't speak Spanish, French well, or Russian, or Japanese. You could simply send people to the live meeting. Say, oh, go to the one in Tokyo. All of a sudden, you're getting checks from Japan. It's very cool, okay? All right. Next thing. So when you go to your first one, check it off, but make a commitment, too, to continue the education. Then you want to attend all the Success Connection group training seminars. We will have maybe not every month, but we will have training seminars going on around the country, around the world. That'll be on our internet sites, on touch phone, okay? You'll know about those, but you definitely want to get to those trainings because we can there be more specific about exactly our mail order systems, the internet sites. Okay? Next step, and this is a final step, but this is something that is continuous. You want to commit to reading personal development, at least one personal development book every month. And, we gave you a couple examples here, some of the most popular ones, and I'm telling you, things like the Magic of Thinking Big, Think and Grow Rich, any of the Jim Rohn books. There's a lot out there. You can go to any big bookstore. They often have a big section there. But truly, when you can get your mind to be bigger, a great example. We've all heard about somebody who won a lottery, millions of dollars, but everybody knows that if you don't grow into being a millionaire mentally, people lose the money all the time. Same thing here. You want to, as you grow mentally, as you start dreaming and you can start thinking bigger and start imagining, like we've taught people generally, you can only imagine earning twice as much as you've ever earned in any one month. So if the most you've ever earned, for example, is $3,000, it's pretty hard to imagine earning any more than $6,000 or $7,000 in 1 month. But you start thinking bigger. You start seeing the opportunity. You start learning some techniques of organizing and time saving. And I'm telling you, it just makes everything triply accelerate. Okay?
Exactly.
All right. So we are done here. So, by the way, check it off as you read some books. We'll give ideas for books. We can share ideas on touch phone. But this is a continuous part of growing in Herbalife. And this is what's going to, by this section, continually growing, you're going to get to, World Team, Get Team, Mill Team, Pres Team, Chairman's Club, wherever you want to go with Herbalife. So what you want to do, once you're done with this, we're going to go to the mentoring section next, where you can really learn about how you're going to work with your sponsor and how you're going to teach your distributors too. So be right back.